Hi guys, welcome back. Just thought we'd listen to the music for a second and then we'll get into it. I think in our last one our sort of civilization had sort of felt the sort of unseen pressures from others. A couple of big sort of world spells had kind of been targeted at us. The city we were about to take over sort of got enchanted, and there's an army of bears that we're dealing with. And a barbarian hero Mokka had been created and plunked right on the borders of our empire. So we've got a growing awareness that there are others out there, and they don't have our best intentions at heart. So where were we? But our champion defeated the barbarian hero Mokka, and I think he got wounded and went back to the capital. Yeah, okay, he's there. And he's got a couple more catapult that he's going to accompany north, because these guys are meant to help. Yes. And we can upgrade our fawn, so he needs more experience, I think. I can't remember the threshold exactly for being able to upgrade the fawns, but it says he's level 3, 9 of 10, so maybe he needs another promotion so he can go back. And then of course Caradoc. Oh, he's not fully healed. Oh well. Oh yeah, he isn't. Well, not too worried, he can head back to the stack anyway, because we've got the disciple, the priest of leaves there, who's healing. So while if he hasn't healed up by the time he gets back, he can heal up with that guy. So, oh wow, and that archer's got a strength promotion too. Yeah, it's going to be tough. So I don't know if 4 catapults going to be enough. Well, there's a couple of things I can do here actually, thinking about it. It's actually quite quiet on the front. So we might bring these all these units. To our barbarian conquest as well. I mean, there's plenty of archers. So he's got 4 archers. He's got 4. Oh, hello. Costs 100 in gold straight. What's that? 180 gold. Interesting. So I'm thinking of upgrading that guy. There's some good little stream of units going up there. Might be bit early for our settler. Oh no, maybe not. We'll get the settler up there too. And then we've got one in reserve. Okay, next turn. Hunter. Now where was he going? Oh, he was heading. Ah, yeah. He was heading back. Ah, whoops. 3. Oh, that's bad. I had thought about going that way as well. Frustrating. So our poor hunter may have made his first strong move. So about there, are we? Okay. A chariot, maybe? No, I think that. Yeah. Oh, actually, it uses bronze armor as well. So it might actually be a strength 6. Okay, we'll try it. I'm curious. So we'll build a chariot upgrade for that horse. Okay, yeah, so it said unit upgraded to bronze. Okay, that's quite interesting. So that is as strong as a horse archer. 35% withdraw from combat. Yeah. Okay, could be fun. I might send him north as well, get some experience. So they're all moving. And then our giant form army is en route. This city up here is done really nicely. I mean, I can't remember now. Was it size 5 or 6 when we took it over? Ooh, go on. Oh. Oh dear. So in our temples in Conrond Mall, our kind of priests and diviners receive a message, and it says, "Hear me, mortals, and heed me well. Whispers of forgotten lore have found my ears. The currents of time flow through my veins with every beat of my heart and bear visions of death and despair. As the wickedness of man takes hold of him, darkness will start to engulf his world. At first he will see nothing, only a few of the most gifted will even sense the change. The world will go on as it has, for a time, but the seed of its downfall has been sown." And they pass on the message that they're concerned. And the reason why is because our Armageddon count is now 10, which is the very first trigger, if you like, for one of the best, most interesting game mechanics that Fall from Heaven 2 has, is the Armageddon counter. And how that changes dynamically the world around you. Yeah, okay. I'll just get them all together. Oh, okay, they didn't. They went back. Cool, that was nice. That was a lucky break. I mean, they might try again, but at least we've got defense in the forest now. These are still fairly small. So she still has all those wolf pack promotion units. I think she did send, she had like a lot of Sons of Asana at some point, and they've mostly thinned out. So I suspect they went north to fight Decius. So we've got a money changer coming there, money changer there, so yeah, that's good, because as you can see we're on -9 per turn. So they will definitely help. We're shrinking, there's not a lot I can do about that just yet. I think until we get a chance to transform some of the tiles around here, this one is going to always flip between sort of size 19, size 18. We're still growing in the capital. More is slowly growing, slowly. So it just has a hole for a horseman. I should probably upgrade that to a horse archer. I kind of was keeping them because they're like our archaic original unit, but I think the time of horsemen is kind of over. Okay. I think this stack we're going to bring them across this way. Or to there and then onto there. Okay, what to build? That could be pretty cool. But then money. We need money. Yeah, so you can stay there. So now he's in a good position. Ah, okay. So they haven't quite connected their borders, but they have built another city. Go and have a quick look at that. Once we're all done moving. Okay, so so Mahala has put her 4th city? 5th city. She's going for it. She put a 5th city kind of right on this juncture. Yeah, there's another way through there that leads up to Decius. So she sort of like cordoned off Decius in a way, which I'm kind of, that's fine, I think. Yeah, we'd looked around, hadn't we? I think we decided that could be one place. And like on its extended borders it would get access to the manor node and the sheep. So we can still do that. And then the other option was, I think, where our guy is now, actually. Take that Barbarian City out, put one there. Yeah. Or even maybe one there. Actually, maybe that would be better. And maybe there. So 1, 2. No, they would share. Well, one there definitely. Or maybe there. One there. One there. So if we go for a big hard border, then yeah, 1, 2, 3, like a big line. And then one there. Something like that. Yeah, this is going to be a very nice city, actually. And where's the iron? Smelting in 2 turns, so that could be quite important. So someone's been very productive. The way, like, this sort of, when you get these little messages, the Mines of Galder, the way I envisage this working is because obviously we're not directly connected with those particular people, but to show my sort of fantasy geekness a little bit, is the way I imagine it working is a bit like in the Lord of the Rings movies, where Aragorn has sort of arranged to meet the hobbits in that sort of in that human town, that tavern, and it's sort of that kind of situation. There's sort of like a seedy, smoky tavern, and some sort of like stranger, like Aragorn, kind of comes into one of our taverns within our kind of land boundaries, and you know, mostly stay to themselves, but maybe someone plucks up the courage, one of the locals plucks up the courage, talks to them, or the barman maybe, or something, as he brings them their ale, and they pass on a bit of information, and then that kind of like is interesting enough that, if you like, my the sort of spies I have out just in my civilization, they kind of get wind of it, and then they pass it back to me, and so then that's where I hear what's happening in other civilizations, even with no contact. Gathered from smoky bars. Yeah, and obviously I really love the books of Tolkien, but I don't think, you know, Peter Jackson and his crew did them too much of a disservice. At least for Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit's a bit of another matter, but... Okay, so I think... Okay, yeah, we'll wait one turn so everybody's all together, and that army will be gathered. I'm curious to see if we're going to have any iron within our borders. Just getting that up and running would be very good. Okay, so no, sorry, wrong one. Everybody? Yes, now what's the quickest way? Probably like that. It's going to be a bit of a slow slog for the fawns. You'd think that the giants having such big legs, they'd be the ones going quick. But, yeah, I'm kind of... This guy, I guess, is he coming here? He's coming here, isn't he? To fortify. Should I head him off? 5. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Yeah. If he goes... I think we'll go there. Yeah, because I don't really want him to get into the city. So Larry's gonna cut him off. And actually that was the one that was over here, so it's walked all the way around there, come through there. Definitely it's got a plan. I think he was gonna force to come and bust our money. So they don't want me to take Myrene. And when I say they, you know, to other people we've heard rumours of. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, look at the Armageddon counter, it's 13 already. Oh no. Okay, well let's deal with them. A new tribe slinking across creation. Still in that twilight between birth and the recruitment of hell. Your head would go on Liverpool, yeah, but no. Bye. Oh, where are they? Be sure to your friend to find somewhere. So, goodness, Hyborium is coming to our land. I'm hoping they're not too far, but I've got a feeling that it's going to be close to us. That's my gut feeling. So what's the best thing we can do? Maybe that, just in case. I have found out, and I've got no idea if that's the case. Okay, so we've got one money changer. They're suffering a bit health-wise. Is there anything cheap? There's quite a few things I can do cheap. Market's probably good. Granary. Aha, here we go. Okay, we'll get around to that. So it seems like, yeah, we've got a source of iron near Spain. Okay. Okay, so things have got bad. And that has introduced pressure to do better, because we're 13 already and Hyborium is entered. That's just, yeah. I think I'll, you know, our priests and everything, they have a concept of what that means. And we're kind of neutral, so we're not shocked and horrified, and it's not like a great call to arms, especially, but it is a little worrying. So what I wanted to do was so Moor, Spain, they said. Oh, and some here too. Okay, so yeah, that must have been it actually. Okay, great. Oh, and we can get that on. We can get that online right away, and that's great because it's like back inside the boundary, so that's pretty safe. Nice. Oh, I'm pleased about that. So what we need. So who's the three? You're the three. Yeah. We'll go and get those online. That will improve the chariot. Well, not right away because my chariot is now outside my borders, but once the chariot's back in, that'll make it a strength 7. Now then. Okay, and there's some more here. So this little peninsula we eventually want to get. So let's just have a look around. So, oh my goodness. They did do it. And Mahala's evil, so they're going to be in alliance. Oh my. Okay. Wow. Okay, that makes it quite urgent. Oh. Okay, well, we've got some work on our hands. So who finds that knowledge? Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy. Well, it makes it interesting, doesn't it? It's like I can't shift my focus entirely. Myrene still needs to be dealt with. But then once I've dealt with Myrene, I would have got a bit of experience. But I need to keep building that experience, so it may well be that we end up going, like, taking out Stratos. Has he got any settlers in there? I mean, luckily, I've got so he has a settler. He's got a couple of longbow. Yeah. So maybe it won't change our plan too much, which was to deal with some of these barbarian cities. Taking them out's always a good idea, and then en route that army will be getting nicely experienced, and then we can think about launching an attack. I mean, I think they're going to coexist fairly well. I imagine he's going to push this way. Yes. Okay, it's got interesting. Okay. Caradog's greatest challenge is about to arrive, or has arrived, but he maybe isn't aware of the battle coming. Okay, our money situation is getting slightly better. Could always do with a bit more. So what are we going to build here? Okay, that does help. This is a training yard. This isn't really going to be a city for... it's a city for wealth, so... we'll do it. he's setting up for an expansion. So you need to heal, so he hasn't healed at all. Hasn't healed at all. He needs to defend. This guy needs to sleep. Now then, these guys. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this turn. I'm going to wait till we've got all those other guys together. Oh my goodness. So this is the trick, isn't it? Maybe he can stay where he is. Yeah, so we can see, we're like, what is that? What is that? 13. Okay, we need many more catapults. So yeah. Interesting. So I guess Spain is probably our nearest city. But I wouldn't put it past, like, if we go to war with Hybrim, that Mahala might join in. Oh, that's just disgusting. It's kind of it's an abomination to us and our people and the love of nature and the trees to see what they're doing to the land. Well, we got to get to it, haven't we? What's your chance? 97's pretty good. Come on, Larry. Bear against giant. He's healed. Count against bear. Oh, come on. Okay, we reinforcements. Okay. He's going to be brave. Yeah, that's the spot. That is the spot. Wow. Okay. But we haven't finished here. We've still got a couple of guys. Only 59, not enough. 32, not enough. 81. Not enough. They died. But only 32. 59. They're tough. Oh, actually, didn't think about that. 70. That'll be available next turn. Oh, 59. Oh, it needs experience. No. So we had 2 bad losses. A couple of things come up. Well, guys, I think we will leave it there. That's looking very interesting. We've got a difficult battle going on for the city here. We know the pressure's on us to kind of take this city, because we need to start developing our units to face our greater threat, which is the rival of Hyborum, right on the borders of our land. So, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.